Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It is wonderful to have you here, and today I'm going to answer a comment that was posted on my channel about 3 weeks ago. I asked what kind of content would you guys like to see, and Callum Ford responded with tips on how to maximize tank XP struggling to get through my Centurion 9. No worries Callum, I heard you, this one's for you. Alright then, if you Google how to earn XP in World of Tanks console, you'll find this webpage here. This is the World of Tanks console official website, and this is their page on how XP is earned in game. So what do we have? Point number 1, damage done to an enemy tank, direct damage from your gun. Number 2, critical damage to enemy tanks, difference between their levels is considered. Okay, so critical damage to a tank that's a higher tier than yours is going to get you more XP, basically. Point number 3. Spotting an enemy tank on the radar. You will get more experience for discovering an artillery than for a regular tank. I didn't actually know that one, so yeah, the more you know. Number 4. Damage your allies have caused to a tank you have spotted. That is spotting assist, basically. Bonus experience, number 5. Bonus experience is awarded for capturing the enemy base. This experience is given only to the tanks in the enemy base circle, not to the whole team. And it is proportional to the time each tank spent in the enemy base circle. The time spent in each enemy base circle. From what I understand, this is a true statement. But the XP we're talking about is something like 100 XP for 100% of the cap. So if you capture 35%, you've got 35 XP. That's my understanding of it. If I'm wrong, correct me down below in the comments, but from what I've understood, capturing a base, it can win a game, but it's not gonna get you a huge amount of XP. Alright, point number 6. Bonus experience is awarded for restarting the capture counter by damaging an enemy tank which is capturing your base. So you get a base reset, you're going to get bonus XP for that. Number 7, bonus experience is awarded for being alive at the end of a match. Alright, so if you're the last alive, and you can get away with just hiding until the timer runs out, you'll get bonus XP for that. Number 8, the more your team damages the enemy team, the more experience you will get. Okay, so if your team plays as a solid unit, and everyone's damaging the enemy team, you're going to get more XP, which that's a reward for good team play. Finally, number 9. Bonus experience is also given to the winning team, plus 50% for each tank on the team. So, there you have it. You get an extra 50% XP for winning. So that is the breakdown on how XP is earned from Wargaming. On their website, this is what they say. There is, however, one point I would amend, and that is the point number 4. Damage your allies have caused to a tank you have spotted or immobilized. Yes, spotting assist is a thing, but tracking assist is also a thing. Given this is the case, here are some changes that you can make to your playstyle that will potentially boost your XP earnings. We'll take a new player, for example, because this is likely where the trouble with earning XP is going to be coming from. If you're a new player, you'll be in a stock M46 or Centurion 2. I'm coming at it from a Cold War point of view. So those are the Era 1, bottom tier Era 1 tanks, M46 and Centurion 2. Your gun is not the best, so achieving points 1 and 2 are going to be difficult. If you can't penetrate the enemy, you're not going to do damage. You might do critical, i.e. you might shoot the vision port and the enemy's view range might drop, but that's not going to stop their boomstick from pounding you. Point number 3, spotting enemy targets. You're probably not going to be doing this either, but now we come around to my amended point number 4, tracking assist. You might not be able to penetrate the M48 or the Object 165 in front of you, but you can knock their tracks off. When you track a target, any subsequent damage your team does to that track target will find its way to you as assisted damage. In my opinion, this is the easiest way This is the easiest change you can make to your playstyle that will have an immediately positive impact on your games. This is, of course, though, situational. Tracking a target when there's no one on your team about to shoot them is not going to get you any tracking assist, but tracking a target is a good way to stop an enemy advancing on you. If you want to earn more XP, you need to stay alive longer. If you can stop an enemy tank advancing on you, track them, they'll stop advancing on you, which gives you time to find cover, reverse around the corner, whatever it is. It gives you more time, and if you have more time, you have the potential to stay alive longer. So, we're talking about tracking here, so you may have also heard the term permatracked. This is when an enemy's repair kit is either spent or on cooldown, and their repair time for their tracks, their tank track repair time, is longer than your reload. If you can catch an enemy in this situation, you can farm all of the tracking assist while your team takes their entire hit point pool. If you can perma-track a target and your team is pounding them, you will get you'll get their entire hit point pool basically as tracking assist. And you've not done any direct damage, but you may have earned yourself 2,000 assist, which is exactly what you'd want, despite not having a gun that can do direct damage. You can still earn these good numbers, even if your gun won't damage the target. So, that's tracking. That's the whole tracking assist scenario right there. There are, of course, other ways of boosting your XP earning. Another method that I'll cover right now is spotting assist, but this one requires a little bit more game experience because it's all about knowing when not to pull the trigger. Point 4 states that spotting assist can boost your XP, which is true. Even in a medium, you don't have to be in a light tank, any tank can earn spotting assist. The skill, though, is knowing where to position yourself in relation to the enemy team. If you're in a good forward position and you've got plenty of targets spotted, don't give away your position of advantage by pulling the trigger and firing your gun. This can be really, really difficult to do. It can be really difficult to resist the urge to pull the trigger because some targets are just, if there's a tank right in front of you and they're side on or they're driving away from you, it's just like, I know that shot's going to pen, I know I'm going to do damage, but sometimes it's just not worth it. And here is why. If you pull the trigger, you'll do 250 to 300 damage if you're in an M46 or a Centurion 2. You'll likely get spotted because you pull the trigger, and you'll likely get shot in return. So say you'll lose 600 hit points. You gained 270 damage, but you lost 600 hit points. You can replay this scenario, and you can sit in exactly the same place, undetected, spotting the same targets, but instead of shooting back, be patient and wait for your team to shoot what you've spotted. You then have the potential to come away with, say, 1,000 spotting assist for having never been seen. And this is a far more rewarding way to play the game because one scenario, you've lost health, you've lost your own health, and you've got 270 damage, for example. The other scenario is you've got all your health and you've got 1,000 spotting assist. One of those two scenarios is clearly better than the other. But it all comes down to knowing when not to pull the trigger. It comes down to not being so trigger happy all the time. In my opinion, these two techniques or methods of play that I've just described they're probably the two best ways to improve your gameplay experience. And that will then boost your XP earnings from each game. The last way I will mention of boosting your XP is, of course, by doing damage. Again, this one comes with experience because knowing where to shoot an enemy target makes all the difference. If let's take an Era 2 example, the FV4211 is notorious for being really difficult to kill. It's difficult to kill if you don't know where to shoot it. If you understand its weak points, you know exactly what you need to do to kill it, and it's less of a threat to you. But that comes with the knowledge of the game, and that knowledge of the game, it takes time, and it takes game experience. And one of the easiest ways to learn tank weak spots is to actually play those tanks, because what you'll find is you'll quickly discover that the monster of a tank that you can't kill can be killed, because when you're playing it, you'll find that you're dying, and you're like, okay, well, this thing can die. Other people have just killed me. It can die. Those people just know where to shoot me. And then you can look at your armor viewer, your armor indicator. You can see where the weak spots are. And that's how you'll learn how to kill stuff in the game, how to take out enemy tanks that were previously very difficult for you to take out. If you can do damage, then you'll be earning more XP, and if you're earning more XP, you'll enjoy the game more, you won't be stuck on your Centurion 9, and you'll be able to progress through the tech trees a lot more quickly, and you'll enjoy your experience far more than you would, or you were before. Okay folks, that's about all I have for this one. If anyone has extra tips on how to boost XP earnings, please post them in the comments below. If you've enjoyed this video, please leave it a like, if not a dislike. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and as always, I hope you're all keeping well, and I will see you out there.